Have you ever noticed how some people start treating you worse the more patient, kind, or forgiving you become? It feels completely backwards. The more understanding you are, the more dismissive or demanding they seem to get. You stay calm, and they grow louder. You try to keep peace, yet everything becomes more chaotic. What no one teaches us growing up is this: we often train people how to treat us without realizing it. There's a single powerful shift that can change this entire dynamic. Apply it once, and you'll begin to see a difference. People who truly respect you will adjust their behavior. Those who don't respect you often drift away quietly. This isn't random, it's psychology. One key principle is to stop rewarding bad behavior with your emotional energy. There's a concept called intermittent reinforcement, where negative actions are still met with attention or care. This sends a message that your boundaries don't matter. Toxic individuals stay because they still receive validation, reactions, or control, even when they treat you poorly. The real shift begins when you stop feeding that cycle and take back your emotional responses. The next time someone mocks, interrupts, dismisses, or provokes you, pause before reacting. Don't argue, justify, or rush to fix the moment. Just breathe and let yourself settle. This practice is called emotional regulation, a key part of emotional intelligence. People immediately notice the difference. Those who thrive on provoking reactions lose interest when you stop engaging. It's not about becoming distant or cold, but about staying grounded and choosing your responses instead of reacting automatically. It's about taking back control of what toxic people depend on your reactions. Another step is replacing over-explaining with a clear, simple boundary. People who tend to please others often over-explain, not because they're wrong, but because they fear conflict or rejection. However, this can signal insecurity. Instead, use a calm, firm statement like, "That doesn't work for me." No long explanations or emotional justifications. Healthy individuals will respect it, while toxic ones may resist because they're losing control. When someone challenges your boundary, stay consistent. If they ask why, calmly repeat your stance without expanding on it. A strong boundary doesn't require lengthy explanations, just clarity and confidence. Another powerful approach is reducing access. Not all boundaries need to be spoken, some are shown through behavior. This is known as boundary withdrawal. Take longer to respond, stop overextending yourself, and keep interactions brief and neutral. Over time, this shifts the dynamic without confrontation. Avoid initiating conversations unnecessarily, limit personal sharing, and reduce the emotional energy you invest. This isn't about punishing someone with silence. It's about protecting yourself. You're teaching others that access to you must be earned through respect. As this shift happens, the relationship becomes less rewarding for toxic individuals because they no longer receive the emotional payoff they relied on. Naturally, they begin to pull away on their own. They don't leave because you are harsh, but because the dynamic they depended on no longer exists. Another crucial shift is becoming comfortable with not being liked by everyone. Many people stay stuck in unhealthy relationships due to approval dependency, the belief that being disliked means something is wrong with them. In reality, this fear keeps you tied to people who harm your well-being. Toxic individuals can sense when you avoid conflict or crave approval, and they use it to maintain control. Once you accept that not everyone is meant to stay in your life, you become far less vulnerable to manipulation. You stop being easily influenced, and toxic individuals lose their grip. At the same time, genuinely kind people feel more comfortable around you because they see your strength. Another major shift is showing that your happiness doesn't rely on them. Emotional independence transforms relationships. When you focus on your own routines, enjoy your own company, and invest in healthier connections, you remove the dependency toxic people rely on. Your life becomes fuller without revolving around them. This sends a clear message: you are complete on your own. As a result, the balance of power changes. Healthy people respond with respect and support, while toxic individuals distance themselves because they can no longer control the dynamic. You didn't force them out. They simply couldn't stay where they no longer had influence. If you recognize these patterns, understand that you're not flawed or overly sensitive. Most people were never taught how to set boundaries or protect their energy. They learned survival, not self-respect. Start small and apply just one of these changes. Observe who adapts, who steps back, and who disappears. This isn't loss, it's clarity. You're not pushing people away. You're creating space for those who truly respect you. As a result, your life feels calmer, lighter, and genuinely yours.